Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Talk. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy to see you here again.
And I'm Paul. It feels amazing to have you with us today. We're going to spend some fun and useful time together.
In today's lesson, we'll talk about something super practical: daily routines. The simple things we all do every day: waking up, having breakfast, going to work, relaxing, and going to bed.
Yes! This topic is perfect for beginners. You'll learn useful verbs, easy vocabulary, and short sentences to describe your own day in English.
And remember, don't worry about mistakes. Learning English is a journey. Step by step, you will get better.
So grab your notebook, relax, and let's talk about our day together.
Let's begin with the morning, the very start of our day. Paul, tell me, what is the very first thing you usually do when you wake up?
Well, the very first thing I do is, of course, wake up. I usually wake up at around 6:30. But you know, Emily, sometimes waking up is the hardest part of the day. The alarm clock rings and I just want to stay in bed.
Oh, I know that feeling so well. Sometimes I even press the snooze button 2 or 3 times before I actually get up. But finally, I get out of bed.
That's a very important phrase for our listeners. Get out of bed. It's not just wake up. You can wake up, open your eyes, but still stay in bed. Get out of bed means you actually stand up and start your day.
Exactly. After I get out of bed, I usually go to the bathroom. There, I brush my teeth and wash my face. These are small actions, but they make me feel fresh and ready for the day.
Yes, I feel the same. When I brush my teeth, I feel like I'm washing away sleepiness. And when I wash my face with cold water, I wake up completely. It's like telling my brain, "Good morning, it's time to start working."
That's a great way to put it. After that, I usually go to the kitchen. For me, breakfast is very important. Paul, do you make breakfast in the morning?
Yes, I do. I usually make breakfast. Most days, I prepare something simple, a cup of tea and some cereal. But sometimes, when I have more time, I cook eggs or make a sandwich.
That sounds delicious. I usually have coffee and toast. And sometimes, I eat fruit, like a banana or an apple. Eating fruit in the morning makes me feel healthy and gives me energy.
That's a good habit. For our listeners, remember this phrase, have breakfast. We say make breakfast when we prepare it, and have breakfast when we eat it. Both are useful.
After breakfast, I usually get dressed. That means I put on my clothes for the day.
Yes, and sometimes choosing clothes takes more time than I expect. After I get dressed, if I go out, I put on my shoes and maybe a jacket or a coat. Then I usually leave the house and go to work.
So, in the morning, we wake up, get out of bed, brush our teeth, wash our face, make breakfast, have breakfast, get dressed, put on shoes, and go to work. These are all very useful verbs for talking about your day.
Exactly. And now, think about your own morning. What time do you wake up? What do you usually have for breakfast? Try to say it in English.
That's a great practice. The more you talk about your daily routine, the easier it becomes. Don't just listen. Speak with us. So we've talked about the morning, but of course, after the morning comes the daytime. Paul, what do you usually do during the day, especially at work?
Well, after I leave the house, I usually go to work. I work in an office, so I often spend most of the day at my desk. The first thing I do is sit at my desk and turn on my computer.
That's useful vocabulary. Sit at my desk and work on my computer. These are phrases that many people can use because office work is very common.
Yes. Once my computer is ready, I start my tasks. I usually answer emails first. Sometimes I get 10, 20, even 50 emails in the morning.
50 emails? That's a lot. I also answer emails, but maybe not as many as you. After that, I usually write reports. Writing reports takes time, but it's an important part of my job.
That's another useful phrase, write reports. Reports are documents that give information about work. Many jobs need reports, not only offices, but also schools, businesses, and even hospitals.
And don't forget about meetings. At work, I often have meetings with my colleagues. In a meeting, people sit together and talk about plans, problems, and solutions.
Yes, sometimes meetings are short, maybe 15 minutes. But other times, they are long, 1 hour or more. And honestly, Emily, some meetings are useful, but some, not so much.
I completely agree. But that's part of work life. Now, Paul, I know you sometimes work from home. What is your routine when you don't go to the office?
Good question. When I work from home, I also sit at my desk and use my computer. But instead of answering many emails, I usually write articles or prepare lessons.
That's another set of useful verbs. Write articles and prepare lessons. Maybe some of our listeners are teachers, bloggers, or writers. These verbs are very practical for them.
Yes, and sometimes, even at home, I still have online meetings. The only difference is, I don't need to wear formal shoes.
That's true. Working from home can be more comfortable. But whether in the office or at home, the routine is quite similar. Sit at a desk, use the computer, answer emails, write reports or articles, and sometimes have meetings.
Now, let's move to another important part of the day, lunchtime. Emily, what do you usually do for lunch?
At lunchtime, I usually have lunch with my colleagues. Sometimes we eat in the office cafeteria. Sometimes we go outside to a small restaurant. I often choose something light like salad or soup.
That sounds healthy. For me, I often have a sandwich. It's quick, easy, and gives me energy to continue working. Sometimes, if I work from home, I cook a simple meal, maybe rice and vegetables.
That's an important phrase. Have lunch. Remember, in English, we say have breakfast, have lunch, and have dinner. It's a simple way to talk about eating meals.
Exactly. So now, let's quickly review some of the daytime verbs we've talked about. Sit at my desk, work on my computer, answer emails, write reports, have meetings, write articles, prepare lessons, have lunch. These are all very useful.
And here's a little challenge for you, our listeners. Think about your own day. Do you sit at a desk? Do you answer emails? Or maybe you do something different, like cooking, teaching, driving, or taking care of your family. Try to say it in English.
That's the beauty of learning daily routine vocabulary. It's flexible. You can use it to describe your life. And the more you describe, the more confident you become in English.
So we've talked about the morning and the daytime. But for many people, the best part of the day is the evening. After work, after study, after all the busy hours, evening is the time to relax.
I agree. When I finish work and finally go home, I feel so happy. Going home means leaving stress behind. Emily, what about you? What's the first thing you usually do when you get home?
The first thing I do is take off my shoes and just relax on the sofa. I sit down, close my eyes for a moment, and feel grateful that the day is almost done. Sometimes I even watch a little TV to rest my mind.
Yes, I do that too. Sometimes, after a long day, just sitting on the sofa and watching TV feels wonderful. I usually watch something light, maybe a comedy or some news.
But of course, we can't just relax all evening. At some point, we need to think about dinner. Paul, do you usually cook dinner?
Yes, I do. Cooking dinner is part of my routine. I often cook simple meals, pasta, rice with vegetables, or sometimes a soup. Cooking relaxes me. It feels creative.
I like that. For me, cooking dinner is also a way to spend time with family. Sometimes we cook together, talk, and laugh. The kitchen becomes the heart of the home.
That's beautiful. But of course, after cooking comes the less fun part, washing the dishes. I don't enjoy it, but I have to do it.
Same here. Washing the dishes is not my favorite activity, but it's necessary. Sometimes I listen to music while washing the dishes. It makes the task easier.
After dinner and cleaning up, evenings can be very different for everyone. Some people read, some talk to their families, some go out. Emily, what do you usually do?
I often read a book in the evening. Reading helps me escape into another world. Sometimes I read stories, sometimes I read something for work, but reading at night feels peaceful.
That's wonderful. I sometimes do the same, but often, I prefer to talk to my family or friends. A short phone call, a little chat, it makes me feel connected. Even if the day was busy, a friendly conversation brings joy.
Yes, and sometimes I like to go outside in the evening. I might go for a walk in the park near my house. The fresh air, the quiet streets, the sound of the wind in the trees, it's very calming.
That's a healthy routine. I also like to go for a walk, especially after dinner. Walking helps digestion, and it also clears my mind. Sometimes, I listen to music while walking.
What kind of music do you usually listen to in the evening?
I like many kinds, but in the evening, I usually choose something soft and relaxing. Maybe classical music or slow jazz. It helps me prepare for sleep.
That sounds lovely. For me, sometimes I listen to podcasts instead of music. Listening to people talk about different topics is relaxing and educational.
So, in the evening, we can do many things. Relax on the sofa, watch TV, cook dinner, wash the dishes, read a book, talk to family or friends, go for a walk, listen to music, or listen to podcasts. All these actions are part of our evening routine.
And now, it's your turn. Think about your evening. Do you cook dinner? Do you read a book? Do you talk to your family? Or maybe you have a different routine. Try to describe it in English.
Yes. Practice speaking out loud. The more you practice, the more natural English will become for you. Evening is a beautiful time to relax, and also a perfect time to practice English.
So we've talked about the morning, the daytime, and the evening. But of course, every day must come to an end. Let's talk about the final part of the day, the night.
Yes, the night routine. For me, the night is special. It's the time when I prepare my body and my mind for rest. Emily, what do you usually do before going to bed?
Well, before I go to bed, I usually brush my teeth again. I know, I already brushed in the morning, but doing it at night is important too. It feels fresh, and it's a healthy habit.
Yes, I do the same. After brushing my teeth, I often take a few minutes to reflect on the day. I might write down what I did, what I learned, or something I feel thankful for. It's a good way to end the day positively.
That's beautiful. For me, I sometimes read a few pages of a book before bed. Reading helps me calm down and slow my mind. After a busy day, it's nice to let my thoughts settle.
Yes, and finally, I go to bed. I usually go to bed around 10:30 or 11. I try not to go to bed too late because a good night's sleep gives me energy for the next day.
I usually go to bed a little later, around 11:30. But you're right, sleep is very important. Sometimes people forget this. Learning English, working, studying, all of these are important. But without rest, our brain cannot work well.
So, let's quickly review the key verbs and phrases we learned today. From morning to night, we said,
Wake up, get out of bed, brush teeth, wash face, make breakfast, have breakfast, get dressed, put on shoes, leave the house, go to work, sit at my desk, work on my computer, answer emails, write reports, have meetings, write articles, prepare lessons, have lunch, go home, relax, watch TV, cook dinner, wash the dishes, read a book, talk to family or friends, go for a walk, listen to music, brush teeth again, go to bed.
That's an amazing list. If you can use these verbs, you can describe almost your whole day in English. That's real progress.
Remember, learning a new language takes time. Don't expect to be perfect right away. Even small steps are important. Every new word, every new phrase is progress.
Yes! And the best way to learn is to connect English with your real life. Think about your day. Say it in English. Write it down. Practice with a friend. The more you connect, the faster you learn.
And please, don't compare yourself with others. Everyone learns at their own speed. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it seems. You are learning, and that is something to be proud of.
So that's it for today's lesson about daily routines. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something useful.
If you found this lesson helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Daily English Talk. And don't forget to leave a comment. Tell us about your daily routine in English.
We love reading your comments, and we might even use your ideas in future lessons. So keep practicing and keep talking with us.
Until next time, keep learning, keep smiling, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye, everyone.